BigXthaPlug on my medical ass. They shoot. Man, they tripping, bro.
When it comes to the he say, she say stuff, man, you might want to keep your thoughts.
Yo, it's Just Random TV. I'm doing a reaction video to the family TV, man. Make sure y'all run their followers up, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to them, hit that notification bell for them, man. It's a real good channel, man. I watch them all the time, and I'm subscribed myself. Let's get back to the video. This video is about the unfortunate passing of Zee The Wizard. Condolences to the family and all parties involved.
To yourself and think twice on what you putting on record. It's not doing too much waiting till the facts get presented. We all might think one thing, but until it's in black and white, your thoughts don't mean nothing. And that's important, because you'll have situations where you can get a man killed for something he ain't do, put a target on their back, or even get somebody hammed up by local law enforcement. You know, on the first day, that's far, because this goes to show you, not everything you hand on social media is to be trusted.
Yeah, so from what I heard is it was an altercation in the club. Zee The Wizard's crew, they was throwing money. It's a strip club. I think it's called Pink House or something like that. It just opened and just closed again. It's the owner is a dude from Houston or something like that. And they was throwing money. So money accidentally hit another crew. Them guys felt some type of way about it. They threw some money back. An altercation occurred. Security broke it up. Them dudes went to the bathroom. Zee The Wizard crew followed them. Another altercation happened, and then these dudes got kicked out the club. Zee The Wizard was booked for the club. So people are saying the shooting happened in the club. No, that's not true. It happened across the street at McDonald's. Zee The Wizard's crew followed them over there. And that's when all that went down. His own homeboy accidentally shot him in the head. That's what everybody's saying. Back to the video.
Even when people do tell you they had a reliable source, because as we all know, unless it's in black and white, whether it's the truth or not, that's all we can go by, unless we was physically there. So in this video, we're going to talk about what happened once again, but we also going to go over the new updates, identify who this man is, his new charges, when did he get arrested, how did he get arrested, and what happened between Zeke losing his life up until now, including a controversial GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his family. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, in the last year or two, it's this new movement called New Dallas. You got artists like Zillionaire Zoe, Montana 700, Head Honcho Amir, Hustle Man Cuse, and as you can see in the thumbnail, even though his name wasn't mentioned, Zee The Wizard, a man who was recently signed to FBG, the label owned by Future. This was the group on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
How did it get popping for you?
Man, really, nigga just started rapping. But I really wasn't taking it serious for real though. Nigga just playing around with it. But then it was like, I had did my first show at Victor's. They had booked me. Really, I did it for free. You know what I'm saying? But I seen the crowd came out. Then from there, I just knew like, okay.
It's on.
You know what I'm saying? It's on. Then like I just kept dropping consistently, paying them for promo and shit. Shit just started going up. Then I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When certain people start reaching out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you the one. You gotta keep going. Woo-doo. I was like, man, I'm gonna just stick with it, you know what I'm saying? That's when I just started taking it serious.
From Honcho Amir, him and Zeke had went to school together, but unfortunately, the movement would take a huge blow. On New Year's, Zeke had attended an after-hours/strip club that we talked about in the first interview, as well as going over his background. Dallas police responded to Empire Central near northbound Stemmons Freeway at around 3:45 a.m. Police didn't say exactly where the shooting took place, but a day after, video started to circulate on social media. Now I can't play the entirety due to YouTube guidelines, but I want you guys to pay close attention to what I can play.
Who recorded? You recorded?
Yeah, and then the old dude who was wearing the Zillionaire Doe hoodie walked up to me and was like, hey bro, don't record this. So I pulled it down, and then I started recording right here. When the shots go off. But like, look. You see him drop right there, boom.
Oh yeah, God.
Look,
That's Zee right there on my mama.
he done.
Yeah, police didn't say exactly where the shooting took place, but a day after, video started to circulate on social media. Now I can't play the entirety due to YouTube guidelines, but I want you guys to pay close attention to what I can play.
Yeah, and I hated this part, bro. Like, I really wish his homeboys had to stop them from going over there, bro. Because it was like 20 people out over there. Man, they let that man go over there, bro. Like, I hated that part, man. They let that man go over there, bro. They just left him.
Who recorded? You recorded it?
Yeah, and then the old dude who was wearing the Zillionaire Doe hoodie walked up to me and said, "Hey, bro, don't record this." So I pulled it down, and then I started recording right here. When the shots go off. But like, look. You see him drop right there, boom.
Oh yeah, God.
Look,
That's Zee right there on my mama.
he done. And then look, they shooting.
I didn't ask the shot his ass.
And look, I pop out over here. And I'm like, oh shit.
At least if you did. Yeah, right? They asked.
Oh, that's my body right there. Oh God.
Hey, you erased this video, dude. You erased this whole video.
Now fam, we're gonna pause it there. But I want you guys to check this screenshot that I took when this incident first happened. And just keep it in the back of your head. Because what do this screenshot tell you before we go over anything else? Now, Zeke didn't lose his life right away. For days he was fighting. And during that time, people were speculating. And then there was the rumor speculating about what he allegedly did inside the venue. One of the main rumors was that he was throwing money in a club. Of course, it's a strip club after hours. And allegedly, another crew who was some Mexicans was allegedly offended after some money that Zeke threw had ended up hitting.
Yeah, I heard that a lot. That's the main thing I heard. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's what everybody's saying.
Them. They had a verbal altercation. It then led to being outside in the parking lot of what you just saw. And that might be true. But it seems a gun was drawn. And the first shot was from behind Zeke, which led to the people who he was following to shoot back.
Outside a nightclub. Officers were called around 3:45 this morning to the Pink House, a nightclub near Empire Central and Stemmons. We're told an argument led to 4 people being shot. All 4 were taken to a nearby hospital, one of them in critical condition.
Unfortunately, on January 5th, Dallas police said that 25-year-old Zeke Fields, also known as Zee The Wizard, succumbed to his injuries. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. And for the next 2 weeks, a lot of things went on to the public in regards to Zeke and his demise. One was his alleged best friend who made a long post on social media just 2 days after he succumbed to his injuries, which we'll later discuss. But since that's key to the closing of this story, I want us to also talk about the controversy surrounding Zeke's GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his mom. Now, the first thing the public noticed was the amount. $100,000 was asked to be raised. And of course, a lot of people pointed out his friends, the New Dallas, and a well-known figure from that area had spoke up, who was manager of the Mo3, Rainwater, and called them out. He received some flack, and he also received some praise. But before we hear what he had to say, I want us to check out what Zeke's mom had to say.
Yeah, man, they need to, man. If that's your homie, bro, for real. Yeah, man, pay for the funeral, bro. And pay for the funeral, bro. Don't do that shit.
She responded to the online antics, even questioning was it real. Based on a request amount, she wrote, "Hello to all my family members, friends, and colleagues, and whoever else is in my son's circle of associates. Let me just clear up something about the GoFundMe. It's real, not a host. And very near and dear extended family member to me and my immediate family has started this fund in Zee's honor. So please be respectful and do your part by either supporting the funds or keeping your mouth shut. If you don't hear from my immediate circle, please don't be rude and getting into it with people. Support his legacy. Again, this is real." And at that point, Rainwater had went to social media and spoke up against the New Dallas, I guess shaming them because of the GoFundMe. Make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts on that as well. But check out his comments.
The funeral paid for. All the money going to his mama. If the funeral paid for, what's the point of a GoFundMe? Hey, it was a tragic situation when India and a girl was out, and they got me cause talking about a rapper that's trying to do $100,000 to pay for a funeral. See, it wasn't debating about the mamas. It was about the around. I made it cool to walk around with 100,000, 200,000, and talk about trap.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, bro, it's man, you got hella homeboy with the bag, bro. Yeah, man, put that money up, pay for the funeral. Much respect to the mom. Most condolences for the family, bro. Uh, this is a tragic situation, man. But I say this all the time, bro. Don't let your homies crash. They could have stopped him. They could have grabbed him. They could have stopped him from leaving out that door. Like, yeah, they ain't protect their homie. You don't do shit like that, bro. You don't make it big, bro, and then let your homie crash over little shit, bro. And the same thing with the venue, bro. The venue should have handled security a lot better. Security should have moved the first time they got into it. They should just made them dudes leave. But the club, I feel the club got greedy, and this was the result of that. Back to the video.
Trap, buying Louis Vuitton. Now, when the pressure on, what y'all gonna do? Y'all just forgot to talk about the aftermath. See, it was cool when my partner died, and it was entertaining for 5 years.
That lost his life after the family pulled the plug was him going to rap is alarming in itself. And the fact that the world didn't know at that moment, the first week into 2026, that 2 weeks later, he would be the man identified in the video we just checked out and shared the screenshot as the man who shoot behind Where's the Wizard. And on January 20th, 2026, Damian Robertson, aka Mob Damo, would get arrested. 24 years old, Dallas PD said the U.S. Marshals and task force had arrested him in connection with the shooting. And here's the key note. He was charged with murder.
Man is now facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting death.
Yeah, and that's what I said in that situation. Also, what people got to factor in, and this is why I say they should have stopped him, bro. You can't go and shoot at somebody, bro, and they return fire. And if they return fire, it's self-defense. So you don't know if them dudes had their shit together. If they had their shit together, bro, they had no record, they had a gun, they gonna beat that shit. Because it was a shootout. So that's why he probably got charged with the body. Them dudes they were shooting at return fire could have been legit. Nobody thought about that. So yeah, that's how it goes.
Dallas rapper Zachary Fields, known commonly as Zee The Wizard. Dallas police are saying 24-year-old Damian Robertson was arrested by U.S. Marshals. Fields was killed outside the Pink House, Dallas on New Year's Day. 4 others were also shot.
Well, there you have it, fam. As we head out of here, we do want to say once again, rest in peace to Zeke and love and condolences to his family. But just knowing, this was the story of a man who was gunned down by his best friend, who just came home, and the day after the family pulled the plug, he went to Instagram to dedicate his life by saying he's now gonna rap. It's crazy. Looking back, it does put things into perspective. Furious. They didn't feel a threat on their life. They felt like it was a situation based on how they were speaking that could have been avoided. But I guess many...
Yeah, man, like I say, this whole situation could have been avoided. When your homies make it, bro, in life, don't let them crash out, bro. You gotta learn to walk away from situations, bro. Walking away from a situation do not make you no bitch. It's called being a man, bro. Yeah, but this is just random TV. Hit that notification bell, like, share, comment, and comment on what you think would have what you would have did in that situation.